Smoke a lot of weed and drink a whole bunch of syrup. I like brains.
You may not know who this rapper is, but chances are your kids and grandkids do. That was a snippet from Lil Wayne about smoking pot and drinking cough syrup to get high. 2 consecutive trips to the emergency room led to reports that this Grammy-winning artist had overdosed on prescription cough syrup. His managers and friends deny that the hospitalization was due to the very public addiction that Lil Wayne had to codeine, but it does bring up the issue of cough medicine abuse, something which has been glamorized in songs by popular rappers such as Lil Wayne, Chamillionaire, Paul Wall, and 3 6 Mafia. Today on Take 5, we'll be taking a look at both over-the-counter and prescription cough medicine abuse. I'm John McCauley for News Talk 1110 KBND. A strong push has been made to educate both students and parents about the dangers of illegal drugs, but sometimes legal drugs, which have legitimate purposes, can be abused in an attempt to get high with devastating results. Darren Durham of St. Charles Medical Center says you should be careful about what medicines you keep in stock at your home.
You really need to keep an eye on those medications, and just because they're over-the-counter medications, it doesn't mean that there's no danger to these things. You need to have them hidden, especially for the younger kids. And if the younger kids are seeing the older kids doing these things, they're going to think, well, it's okay because they saw older brother doing it. But they need to kind of have them hidden. They also need to make sure that they don't have these substances in excess of what they really need. Shouldn't be able to go into anybody's medicine cabinet and start looking around and find enough drugs that would supply a small drugstore. They need to get them out. They also made sure that the expiration dates on these things, if they're expired, get rid of them.
Yep, and also, if you had a cold or something like that the doctor gave you codeine for, it's probably a good idea to get rid of the prescription medications that you aren't taking anymore either, huh?
It is. I mean, it's just like any other narcotic. It's a pain medication, and the effects of the codeine on the brain system, it does inhibit. It does make you stop coughing. So that's one of the reasons they put that in there. But it's just like any other pain pill or anything. You need to get rid of that. If you're not using it actively for anything, you don't need to be saving it for a rainy day or save it for something you have later.
That was Darren Durham of the St. Charles Medical Center with some advice for parents and grandparents. When we come back from the break, we'll talk with a family therapist and a DEA agent about the dangers and warning signs of cough medicine abuse. Take 5 is brought to you by Home Federal Bank.
My business, my community, my home fed. At Home Federal Bank, we know that the strength of our local community is closely related to the strength of local businesses. We're here to make it easier and more profitable for your business to do business, right here at home. So bring us your business needs. We'll bring over 90 years of banking expertise. Together, we'll plan for success.
HomeFed Merchant Services now supports the iPhone card scanner. Your business can accept credit cards via your iPhone. Switching is easy at HomeFed. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Take 5. I'm John McCauley for News Talk 1110 KBND. Today we're taking a look at the issues involved with cough medicine abuse. Family therapist Nicole Adams talks about some of the warning signs and dangers of cough medicine abuse.
They're laying around a lot. Sometimes they won't even wake up. It's really hard to get them to wake up. That would be the big thing with cough syrup. It's a downer.
And what sort of effect does abusing cough medicine have on the kids?
Unfortunately, it has it can do a lot of permanent damage on your liver, which is really scary for kids who don't really understand that. They think it's just going to be a quick fix and a quick high, but it can really cause permanent liver damage, even at a young age.
What sort of levels of intoxication does that wind up giving? I mean, people might think cough medicine, you just feel a little bit drowsy, but it's a little more intense than that, isn't it?
It is more intense. I've had kids tell me they thought that they were dying and they couldn't move. It's almost like a paralysis. Because
of that reaction, sometimes getting high on cough medicine is called spooking. It's also referred to as robo-tripping or getting crunk on scissor. DEA agent Selby Smith says a direct approach with your kids is probably the best way of dealing with this situation.
When you have a significant change in behavior, it should be a red flag to you as a parent or a grandparent. Something's happening, and that's when the parents need to start questioning their child and find out exactly what's going on and ask some very pointed, very direct questions. You can say, I have seen a change in your behavior. I have seen a change in your grades. I've seen a change in your friends. I've seen a change in just whatever their activity, what you think is normal. Now it's something that's not normal. And start asking them, what's going on? What's happening in your life? A lot of the problem with these drugs that are out there to all these new things is a lot of the kids are being told it's safe. and it's really not.
That was DEA agent Selby Smith talking about cough medicine abuse. I'm John McCauley for News Talk 1110 KBND.